What's up, the Comic Coalition here for another video for you guys today. Now, I just got done watching episode 7 of The Mandalorian, and whoa, this episode was jam-packed, had a lot going on, probably the biggest episode yet. I'm still not sure where I'm going to rank my favorite episodes until after I finish the entire season, but man, this has to be up there. Um, right away from the beginning, when the Mandalorian was getting introduced to all these different characters, like Nick Nolte's character and stuff like that, in IG-11, I wondered if he would maybe one day encounter these characters again, maybe team up with them, make their own little crew. I think a lot of people were expecting that to happen. But then, as the season went on, I felt as if that's not the route they were going to go. I felt like we might see these characters, again, like Cara Dune and everyone, but I wasn't sure if we would see them so soon. But as a lot of us expected at the beginning of the season, he did put together a little crew, and it did consist of a lot of the people who he's met throughout the show, which I think is amazing. I like it. I like that choice. I like the fact that it helps other episodes pay off. It helps some things that you might say was filler. Now people say, "Oh, so much filler." Um, I think it shows you like, hey, this is why we're setting up these little characters, and then we bring them all together at the end. IG-11, I do not trust him yet. I do not trust IG-11 yet. But what is his name? Quill, the Ugnaught, Nick Nolte's character, says he did a good job on, on fixing him up, and he's not going to be an evil bounty hunting robot no more. But I don't know. It's kind of scary. Definitely kind of scary. But yeah, right away, episode picks up with the Mandalorian finally looking at the transmission that he got from Carl Weathers. Now, he was going to set the Mandalorian up, as we see in the episode. I'm like, damn, did you not see this double cross coming, Mando? Obviously, this double cross was coming. But in the midst of their little adventure, before they get a chance to set Mando up, some things happen. Like these pterodactyl creatures attack. The Carl Weathers character gets messed up. And what happens? Baby Yoda heals him. Heals him. Force Jedi healing power. Totally heals him. He was poisoned, everything. Heals the entire wound. Gets all the poisons gone, and Carl Weathers has a change of heart. He just no longer wants to double cross Mando. No longer wants to take this baby. He's thankful for his life, because Baby Yoda basically saved his life. And we're starting to see his character transition into someone who I didn't think he was going to transition into. I felt they were going to keep him a villain, and we would see him later on in maybe season 2. But I'm thinking that he's going to go the route of becoming, one of Mando's companions, and I think I might actually like that better, especially because at the end of this episode, I can't remember the guy's name from Breaking Bad. When I say Carlos Efanzone, I can't pronounce his name, but he comes in at the end of this episode, and boy, I think he looks pretty dope. He pops up. I'm getting all out of whack with like the episode, but I really, really like the entrance of his character. Before I get too ahead of myself, let's just go back a little bit. I liked everything that happened when they formed the team. As soon as he went back and got Cara Dune, I was like, please pull up on the Ugnaughts planet, on Nick Nolte's character's planet, Quill. I think his name is Quill. Please pull up on his planet and get him, because he's my favorite character of the show. I actually talked to some of the crew who was behind designing his character and bringing his character to life on screen, and I thought that was really interesting. All the work and all the people it took to make that character happen. He is an animatronic. I thought it was really dope. I love his character, so I was so glad that he added him to the team. But damn, please be okay, bruh. Because we saw how that episode ended. Now, I just said 2 seconds ago I'm not going to get ahead of myself, But this is one of those episodes where I feel like if you talk about something in the beginning of the episode, it could just take you all the way to the end of the episode. And then talk about that ending. Let's just go ahead and talk about the ending. Baby Yoda he's in the Empire's hands now. He's in the enemy's hands now. And that is scary. Like, what the heck? Please, Nick Nolte, for one, I hope you're not dead. I hope his character's not dead. He's my favorite character from the show. I like him even more than Mando. I mean, come on. I have spoken. The best Star Wars little quote, I think, in the history of Star Wars, maybe, on the low. I know it's a little too soon to maybe be saying that, but I think it's one of the best little quotes in Star Wars. But yeah, Baby Yoda is now in the Empire's hands, or in one of these little factions of the like Empire warlords' hands, and it's like, damn, where is the show going to go from here? I felt like this episode was much needed. Not as much for myself, but for others, because we're at the end of the season, and yeah, rightfully so, I guess. People are asking questions like, what is this show really about? I'm okay with it just being a serial episodic show. I enjoy that, but other people, not so much, you know? So people have been asking, like, where is this show going, you know? So I felt like we needed the cliffhanger at the end of this episode. I felt like we needed this episode to further the story along. You know what I mean? But as of right now, especially after this episode, I think it's going to hush a lot of mouths who have been complaining. And I think this is some of the best Star Wars that we've gotten. Ever. Just ever. This is some of the best Star Wars we've gotten ever. Beautifully shot, very well directed. Deborah Chow actually directed this episode. I think it's her second episode. I think she directed episode 3. If I'm not mistaken. Let me know down in the comments below if I am mistaken. But she's actually going to be the helm of the Obi-Wan series coming up. So it's nice that we're getting to see her and her work in the Star Wars universe, and I think she's done an amazing job, and I have tons of faith in her for the Obi-Wan series. But yeah, overall, the episode was a solid episode, probably one of the best episodes. Plus, I love when I get to see stormtroopers. But most of the episode, like I said, is just about him riding, getting his little squad together, his ragtag team together. And then he goes and meets up with Carl Weathers and their team. And then, like, the end is, of course, what everyone's going to be talking about. Because, like, I'm telling you, my mind is in such a whirlwind. As you guys know, if you've watched all the previous reviews to the show, I don't sit down and watch it a couple of times and take notes and analyze it. I watch it and then come right out on my phone, not even on my camera, on my phone, and record my reaction, my first reviews. And a lot of time I'm overwhelmed and I don't know what to say. Right now I'm in a whirlwind about Baby Yoda because I am totally worried about Baby Yoda as if he was my own child. So we're going to need to get Baby Yoda back. And I'm going to need y'all to get him back in episode 8 because I cannot wait for season 2 to find out if Baby Yoda's going to be okay. Okay? I can't. I don't know if I've ever felt so protective over a Star Wars character in my life. But yeah. The more and more I try to dive into the episode and talk about the details, my mind just keeps going back to the Baby Yoda and what happened to him in the episode. And not only what happened to him at the end of the episode, but the fact that he had the healing Jedi powers. Which, I don't know. It's very interesting. And of course we have episode 9 coming out tomorrow. A lot of people have already seen it. I don't think this will have anything to do with episode 9, of course, but the fact that this Baby Yoda's healing and doing things like that leads me to believe that maybe Luke Skywalker could heal himself or rise from the dead, the rise of Skywalker. Who knows how far these Force powers can go, but I'm liking the fact that we're seeing the Force inside the Mandalorian series, because I didn't think the Force would really be brought up that much or really played into that much in this series, but it definitely has been more than I expected. But like I said, the end of the show, when all the stormtroopers and the Death Troopers came out from Rogue One, I thought that was dope. And the Carlos Epinosas, or like I said, I can't pronounce his name, but dude from Breaking Bad, when he comes out of the TIE fighter He's all got his black garb on, man. It was just awesome. It was just awesome Star Wars moment, and I think he's gonna make, if they do his character justice and he gets a long enough arc, I think he could be one of the dopest little Star Wars generals, Star Wars villains that we've ever had. You know, just being honest. But I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and if you did, let me know down below like what you liked about it. If you hated it, let me know why you hated it. But I hope you enjoyed this quick little review, quick little first reaction to the episode. And as always, you have a good day, YouTube.